Okay guys, so we're going to do things a little different today. Ever since we did the Torch Off-Road leveling kit on my 98 Suburban, had a lot of people asking. It's got the most views of the whole channel. A lot of people asking questions about it, and we're trying to get with you on that. But we're going to do another one today. Now this one's going to be a lot newer and a lot shinier than what you're used to seeing on this channel. Going to be a nice truck. I was speaking with a guy I work with, and he decided he wanted to do one too. So contacted our guys at Torch Off-Road. They were nice enough to get one right to me, and we're going to get that going and put it on today. So remember, Torch Off-Road. Go to www.torchoffroad.com. Use the promo code HartRock10. That'll get you 10% off any Torch products. So we're going to get started on today's. Okay guys, so here's the new kit. We're going to be doing a 2018 GMC Sierra half-ton today. So that's going to be strut spacers right there. Those are going to be up to 3 inch. And we're going to do blocks in the back, new U-bolts and all with the hardware. We did.
Oh, we're going to get
Make any headway?
Honestly, I'm not sure.
Absolutely not. Perfect. Let's put it in. Well, the reason why is I'll show you on this truck in a little bit. It's already got a natural rake in the back, so we wanted it to be about even. So threes would have put it way up in the back like a hot rod and it wouldn't look good. So we're trying to make it level. So Torch Off-Road sent this one to me. Really nice kit. Now if you notice, these are not 3 inches, but as it says in the instructions here, they're only 1.5 inches tall, but it's normal. When you put it in, it'll be 3 inches. So don't let that scare you. Got directions here. They send you everything. They send you a nice courtesy letter and some good stickers to go with it. So we're going to get this installed, and the truck should be here any minute. Okay, so here's the 2018 GMC Sierra. I don't hear any crunches, so that's a good sign. These frames are still the same.
Good or more?
I think we're good, bud.
Alright.
Take it down easy. Oh!
Not quite easy. Damn.
Easy enough. Want to make sure you get some jack stands underneath the frame. Put it in a good spot where it's not going to come off. So when you get underneath there, you can work. Some people leave the jack, but it gets in the way, so I choose just to do it this way.
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. I used to start when I woke up.
Yeah, I think it's like that.
I'm friggin' halfway up by the time I hit Buffalo Wild Wings. When I opened at 11. Yeah, right here. Remove our sway bar link. So down here and here, 15mm wrenches. So we'll knock that off real quick. All this dirt. If you got a good impact, I highly recommend using it. I unfortunately do not. Well, what in the world? Then you take the strut mount bolts out right here, those two. Take both of those out. They're also 15 millimeter. Then we're going to take off the brake caliper, hang it up, and get it out of the way. So this is a 19 millimeter. Just set it right there on the sway bar.
Yep.
Just set it on the sway bar. Let's just say that. All right, so move the upper ball joint nut. It's an 18 millimeter. If you turn the wheel to the left, fire it up and turn the wheel to the left, and a little swinging room. Or to the right. Let's try the right. That way I get a good right swing. There you go. So now we're just going to hit the spindle just ever so slightly. And you can take this ABS cable bracket off. That way it's not sitting there with all this tension on it. That takes a 10 millimeter. I can edit out. Okay, now raise up the sighting arm as much as you can and pull out your strut. Move on to the next step. So now you just take your strut and we're going to add the supplied spacer to it. So you just slide this over your existing holes. But before that, you got to put in some of the supplied hardware. You take your Allen heads, put them inside here. This is going to be your new stud to bolt up to the top of your strut bracket. So they're taking the place of these here. Okay, so this is how it will go installed. You use the supplied washer, lock washer, and nut they give you to go over your factory studs, but it shows in the directions some models you may have to shave off the top. So this is one of the models, and here's why. That sticks up enough to when you go to bolt it up to your strut bracket, that these will hit and it won't mount all the way. So we've just taken the Sawzall and cut these off. So in order to do that, just be sure to screw your nut on first. You screw it all the way down, get it out of your way. And then make your cut. I'll go 2 threads below this little round piece on top. But roughly 2 threads is good enough. And that way when you get it cut, it's going to be a little rough in case you didn't cut it straight. You can use your nut to come back. Alright. I'll be cleaning that one up for a minute. Now we'll use this to clean up these threads I just butchered. Okay. Okay, so there's your finished product. So now these go in the place where the stock ones were, and you just use the stock nuts to put on in. So now the only other thing is, you see this triangle only fits one certain way. So now that you put this spacer on, you've shifted your strut over. So this obviously isn't going to go where that was on the strut. So it's going to go, you're going to do a complete 180 with it. So it did have the Rancho sticking out. I don't know what kind you'll have on yours, but the Rancho was sticking out on this one. So it's basically going to do a 180. It's going to go back in like this. So this will now be your outside. That being said, now the old geometry on this here has changed. So when we go to put this up in there, you've got these kind of tilted up and the A-arm's tilted down. So while it's out, we're going to twist this a little bit and get it close to where we need, because on the driver's side we did not do that because we weren't sure how far to go, and we fought that thing for a little bit. So we're just going to get some wrenches on it, twist that around a little bit, get it ready to mount in. The other one. That's a tough one. Oh, that's 260 you're raising up there.
Not enough weight?
I'm trying. I don't have a workbench. I don't have a vise on there. All right.
You got plenty of driveway to at least.
Oh yeah, for sure. So now you just go right back in with everything. You might have to do some finagling. Get everything back up in there, but. Well, would you work with me a little bit? There we go. Yeah, we didn't twist it quite enough, but we got some in there.
Well, now we know.
Oh, dude, that's way closer than the other one.
Yeah.
So now we've got the strut in. The top is still a little loose. We've got these mounts on the bottom turned closer to where they need to be. So we're going to work that in now and try to get this sucker mounted and get it back together. This will be fun. Yeah. Need a little bit of that jack too. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay, now we've got our strut installed. We're gonna tighten up the top, and then you just reverse everything we just did. Put our control arm back on there, put the brake line back where it goes, sway bar back in, tighten everything up, and we will be good to go for a little test drive. Oh, would you? Well, that ain't funny bone. Still going?
Yep.
Okay, good. All right, now we'll put our bracket back on. I think I might only have 2 or 3 extra bolts left over. That's fine.
Yeah, no.
And then just put these back in with the 19mm. Okay, so new strut spacer, you can see it in here. Everything's bolted back down. Be sure to get all these tight. That was turned pretty close that time. We did better on that one. So we got it back in. That's all tight. Sway bar back tight again. Brake caliper back on. Upper A-arm bolted back up. Got all of our brake lines back where they were. Bracket back on. So we're going to throw the wheels on it, take it up the road, see how it does. Okay, so we're going to have to get the wheels on, get the jack stands out, but we're going to have to put the jack underneath and raise it up more, because now we've got that 3-inch lift. Yeah. It's going to look good, man.
Yeah.
For the price of that kit, man, and the people there are just awesome. But the price of that kit and as easy as that work is, well worth it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, raise up what you can on it. I'll leave those jack stands till I get the wheels on. I failed as a pit crew member, but I tried hard. Alright, here he goes with the new lift on it. He's going to run it up the road a little ways. He's going to run it down the road, see how it does. Looks pretty good. So far all we've done is the strut spacers on the front. That truck had a rake already, and I was worried that it would be a little too much if we got taller blocks in the back. So we only did the struts right now. You can kind of tell it goes off to the back some, but it looks pretty level without putting the blocks in. We might just go with that. So it's going to be customer preference. We'll see what he says when he gets. Okay, so here it is, finished product. You can see we definitely got a 3-inch worth up here, and it had that stock rake in the back. And this is a pretty low mileage truck, so the rear's not sagging yet from the work it does. So as of right now, we're going to leave the 2-inch blocks out of the back and let it run stock and see how it does. If he wants to end up lifting it, we're going to come back and we'll put the 2-inch blocks in. But for now, that's the installation on the 3-inch strut spacers. So the whole truck looks pretty good now. Okay, so that's going to do it for another episode of HartRock Garage. Really happy to do another Torch off-road video. I've been speaking with them quite a bit. They're really good people up there. I'm really enjoying their product, so plan on doing a lot more with them. And that reminds me, just go onto their website, go to www.torchoffroad.com, use the promo code HartRock10, all caps HartRock, HartRock 10. Use that to get 10% off any of their Torch products. That's going to do it for this episode. Appreciate you guys watching. Be sure to check out torchoffroad.com, and we'll see you next time.